Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back. This is Chalkcast 123, a lovely number as well. We have had a little bit of a break. We had some illness, had some travel, things like that. So apologies that we didn't get a live ep in last week, but we are back in business. Just the boys this time, and it's good to be here, fellas. How are we?
Good. It's gonna be two this week, next week, and then I'm gone. So actually, we're gonna be on another break. So just to warn you guys, another break is gonna be coming. But this off season is so short. What on earth has happened? We just we're about to go live here, and we're like, all right, what are we gonna talk about today? FIFAe, Coupe de France. Wait a minute, RLCS is in 3 weeks. What's going on? RLCS is back.
2 weeks even for the
the open qual 2 weeks.
Yeah,
insane. It's just back already.
One time NA wins. The one time.
you don't get to enjoy it.
I know, it's over.
Yeah, they were like, actually, let's fast track this off season. All right, we can't have NRG just sitting on their golden throne for too long. We need to vacate the spot. But no, it's good to be back. I want to thank everyone. We've had a lot of support on the YouTube since we've been back as well, post Worlds, and it feels like everyone's getting ready, as you said, Johnny, for the new season. I feel like there's a few people were a little bit fatigued, needed the break, but it feels like we're building again now. Into the new season. We've had some off-season tournaments, as you said, Coupe de France. We'll talk about that in a second. And FIFA teams still locking in, so plenty still happening in the world of rock, which is what we like to see. But yeah, just the boys. We'll try and get a guest on for next week before Johnny departs. Johnny off to Japan for a trip. Be fun.
Just like a actual holiday. Yeah, most holidays for us are just Rocket League holidays, which aren't really holidays. You're just off at an event somewhere. But actually just going to Japan on holiday. It's gonna be weird. It's actually really hard to take time off without feeling guilty about it. We talked about that with Rettles, but it's the same thing for content creators, although a little bit less pressure on you because you're not gonna lose your team. But it can be really difficult for people in the streaming scene, casting scene to take time off. You just feel like you're missing. You should be doing something. I think self-employed people in anything probably feel that way. But yeah, important to take time off, everybody. Very important.
I definitely feel that, even though I've streamed about 8 times this month. I just need RLCS back. Even though I don't play it, or I do play it, but I'm a little burnt out of, I don't know. Something about RLCS just makes me excited to load it up some twos games. I don't know.
Did you want to play Rocket League, Garrett, when you were at RLCS as a fan? Were you like watching the games thinking, this just makes me want to play Rocket League?
Every time, every single time. Yeah, it always makes me want to play. Especially when I saw Energy win, I was like, dang.
You just want to get free play.
It's inspiring. I don't know though, but when we're not doing LANs and stuff, when the online regionals are happening, like I want to play the game so much more. Just I don't know why. Just because there's something exciting going on right now. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping a little bit, so I'm excited for it to come back.
I think everyone is.
Do you feel excited about Rocket League when you play Rocket League when you're
not just Rocket League. I don't know if you guys are the same, but just like watching even professional sports and stuff makes you like, I want to play that. Watching a bit of basketball, you're like, I want to go hoop a little bit, stuff like that. Watching footy makes me want to play footy. Watching just whatever it is. So not just Rocket League, but I think just watching it at the highest level makes you want to play.
I was doing some practice baseball swings last night in the kitchen because I was watching the World Series. So
exactly what I'm saying.
Same thing.
Yeah. Did you play baseball? Was it?
So I did as a kid. Really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and vent. I did as a kid. I was pretty decent, and then I got into like middle school, and I could not. I couldn't get a hit to save my life. I could not hit the baseball at all.
Well, the ball was coming in a bit quicker or something?
Season. No, it wasn't even that. I went like a whole season, hit the ball like twice. In like 7th grade or something, I asked to move closer in the classroom because I'm like, you write so small, I can't see it. And she was like, yeah, I don't write small, you just can't see. And then I was like, oh my God, I need glasses. But at that point, I had already quit baseball. And the ball's so small. That's my coat. That's my coat for why I ended up sucking at baseball. I loved it though. It was my favorite sport, but then I just sucked so bad. I was like, I can't keep playing this. This is embarrassing.
So you couldn't see the ball. If you play now.
I moved to basketball.
So if you play now, or if you had glasses back then, you'd be Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, let's not go that far. I think I'd be like, maybe on the high school team batting a 200, maybe, and then I'm done. I would have been.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean, batting at 200?
like your batting average is like 0.2. So out of
One
I
every
still don't know what that means. Gonna
one
need some
every
more help.
5 hits.
Like,
so you saying?
yeah.
Ah,
pretty much.
okay, I'm with you. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a percentage.
Got
Like,
it. Percentage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
200
there's also an
balls
on base
again.
percentage. But anyways,
You
I just
get
had
on
to say
base.
that.
Yeah. Did you get on base, Garrett?
Did you get?
What's
Were you
your
quick?
strategy first base?
I knew how to work a walk. I did get on base because I couldn't hit anymore. So I was like, and if that ball was coming towards me, like your natural reaction is to, get out of the way. But no, I let that thing hit me. I'm getting on base. I was getting on base one way or another. I would just let it hit me every single time because I couldn't hit. So I was like, I got to do something.
You just couldn't see
That
the
was
ball.
sad though. I really don't think I could see the ball. Yeah.
Do you think so? You're a baseball fan growing up. I know this isn't like any of the topics of the show, but I want to ask Garrett about it because I've heard a lot of people say, and I don't know anything about baseball except from that movie. What's it called? The one we're referencing here. It's really good. Moneyball. Great movie.
Oh, the movie.
That's all I know about baseball is that movie, which is
base.
not a lot. Yeah. But yeah, do you think, Garrett? Do you think that baseball is the hardest sport? Because I hear a lot of baseball fans, a lot of NA baseball fans, especially saying that baseball is the hardest sport. What do you reckon?
I think if we're just talking about what is the single hardest thing to do physically, I think hitting a baseball against a professional pitcher is probably one of the hardest things in the world to do, period. But at the same time though, like soccer's pretty hard because like the whole world plays it. Like you're the best athletes in the world. And there's like a whole nother athletic, element to that. You can be a little unathletic and play baseball. The first baseman, catcher, they're not really known for running, at all. But I do think hitting a baseball from a professional pitcher is like, if we're just talking about hitting a soccer ball well, or like shooting a 3-pointer, like if we're talking about just how hard the individual thing is, like that, I think that would be the hardest. And golf, yeah, that's a good one. Golf too. That golf is,
surely, but like I understand that, like, and I'd say this and I'd get absolutely shown up, but I mean, hitting a baseball obviously incredibly hard. I know that ball is absolutely moving. We've been to a couple of baseball games. We've been to some baseball games, Boston and in Korea.
It's fast. I don't think I can do it.
But they're only trying to hit like a certain pocket. So if I just close my eyes and I just kept swinging, eventually I'm gonna get bat on ball. I feel like there's other sports that you'd literally have no. Like,
I don't think swinging. I don't think you would get bat on ball eyes closed ever.
If somebody told you when to swing? Like, no, you got a chance, right?
Even if you did, I think the odds are you just hit a foul ball. You're not hitting that anywhere useful at all.
Okay.
I played a bit of cricket, so I like my chances.
Swing centers. We have to go to one of these, as a chalk test.
I played a bit of cricket, so I want to go. Yeah, take me to a swing.
Next real life trip, we'll go to a swing. Is that what they're called? Swing studios for baseball? I know it's like called Evergolf, but
take me to a swing studio.
The baseball swing studio. We'll see what we can do. See, Garrett's got the levers. He's got the wingspan.
So but there's got to be sports though. Like that's just a bit of natural athleticism. There's got to be some sports. Got to be some sports where you just no hope just because you haven't even done it. You know what I mean? Like there's still a few crossovers with baseball.
Like F1's a good one. Chat's mentioned it a couple of times. Yeah, apparently, like if you don't go fast enough in F1, if you don't put your foot down enough, like you just don't have any grip, so you actually just have no chance because you're too scared and not capable.
I've seen the brake is like impossible to even.
It's 100%.
If you're not insanely strong. Like it's so incredibly hard to brake.
Oh, they do this, right? They put the F1 brake in like a convention center and they tell people, hey, take a look at this. Like it's really, really hard, right? You can't even press it. But that's because people are standing. When you're sitting on a chair, you could probably press it. If you like stamp on that thing, you're probably pretty good. Controlling it though, different story. Like being able to like feather the brake, I'm sure is insanely difficult and impossible for people who haven't raced professionally.
I just think like baseball, there's only one I know, and I'm probably downplaying this, but like you don't have to move at least. Whereas say if I was versing the #1 tennis player in the world, now we're talking about a bit of movement as well. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to return a ball that's absolutely slam, but then you have to run, you have to move. Whereas baseball, it's like you stand right here. Yeah, I'll put the bat in the right spot. You grip it, and then the ball is going to be in this zone right here. And I want you to
zone.
But this zone right here is from your knees to your upper chest. Like it's a big zone, and the baseball is like
in like tennis, the zone is like the half of the court on a serve, and it's the whole court in every other shot. Like it's a big zone.
You know what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but if like just watch a catcher's POV of a MLB pitcher. It's like even the catchers sometimes don't catch the ball because like there's so much like if the catcher didn't know what pitch is coming, most of the time they would not catch the ball.
How fast do they throw it? Like
it's not about
fastball. What's a fast?
Some do like most do 100 miles per hour, but that's not the problem. It's like if they throw a slider and you have no idea a slider's coming, it looks like a fastball, but it ends up in the dirt. You know, like that's the hard part.
Okay. Well, what about tennis? They serve at like 150. Like isn't the tennis serve world record like 150 miles an hour?
Oh
like
yeah,
they hit it way harder, and the ball bounces on the ground, so they could put spin in it, and it could bounce like weird, and you got to hit that back over the net and down onto the ground again. Specifically,
how fast?
That's true.
I bet you
look
what do you think would be harder? I want to say that I'm with CJ on like just simply hitting the ball. It won't be a good hit, but I think like actually just making contact on the ball from a baseball pitcher is more possible for an average civilian than it is for an average civilian to return a professional tennis player's serve. That is going to be just straight up impossible.
No.
To return a serve.
I would 100%. I would bet so much money that if I put you in a baseball, like
I'm not saying first try. I just mean but if you went back and forth, I think you'd probably hit the baseball first. You'd probably hit the baseball first before you have a human chance of hitting the ball. The ball's going to be past you before you've moved your feet. The ball's going to be bouncing on the line past you before you've moved your feet. If you're playing against,
I don't think so.
Player.
The racket's bigger. I know that like.
But you need to move your feet though. You need to actually move, and people are just not going to be fast enough.
I just think you're downplaying what 100-mile-per-hour baseball coming towards you.
Tennis is 150 miles an hour.
I know, but you can.
It's faster.
Like there's a good chance. Like there's a lot more fear, I think, with receiving a baseball pitch because you're in such a small square.
But when I say returning a tennis serve, okay, like getting a baseball, let's like upgrade it to hitting the baseball and it's in play. Doesn't have to be any good at all. It just has to be legal, not a foul.
So the
versus getting the tennis ball back over the net in the court. That's the rules here. Because you've hit the ball, you have technically hit the ball once, and it's legal in both sports. Which is harder? I don't know.
Baseball.
I think tennis has got to be harder.
How far away are they throwing in baseball? Like when they're pitching? How far away are they?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but just if you watch the POV of it,
60 feet.
like.
But like, isn't it legal if the ball just bounces off your bat and hits the ground in front of you? That's legal, right? It just like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think baseball, you're probably going to get a legal hit. You're going to luck into a legal hit before you luck into a I mean, I don't think it's going to be physically possible to hit a tennis ball back. I think that everything's going to be an ace straight past you in tennis. You're going to need to run, and then also hit the ball and get it over the net and into the court like all together.
I think we need to get to the batting cages. I think we need to get to the batting cages next time we're over in North America. One in chat if you guys want to see a Chalkcast video of us in the batting cage, because I need to see. I feel like I'm bringing some cricket experience in there as well. It's very similar. They bowl at about 150, 100 miles an hour, probably similar distance. Hard ball.
I'll just say I agree. Returning a tennis ball is way harder, but even for myself, I think my odds would be better to return a tennis serve at least once compared to putting a baseball in play.
Really though, against a big server,
because the problem is that even if you made contact, odds are it's going to be just foul tipped off your bat. Because it's not going to be.
But the same way, how are you getting the tennis ball over the net and in the court?
Can you show me your action real quick?
Because the tennis racket is so much bigger. Like at least I have a chance if I put it in the general direction.
Just stand up for a second.
I feel like it's still going to land in the court though.
I just need to see the form real quick. I need to see what we're working with.
You gotta play baseball, and then I think you'll understand.
But I'm not just saying hit the tennis ball at all. I think that would be probably technically easier. But all the hits are just going to be tragic. They're just going to be like 2 millimeters into the ground or like off the rim, off the frame, and there's no way it's landing in the court. No way.
But that point where all the hits are going to be tragic is going to be even worse in baseball because the bat is so small.
But you said it just has to hit the bat and fall in front of you, and it's legal. It just has to literally. All you have to do is literally hit the ball. Whereas in tennis, you have to hit it with like precision and enough power to get it back over the net. Probably at a stretch.
It is very difficult to receive a baseball at 100 miles per hour and even hit it straight in front of you forward and like no power at all. It's very.
I believe you. I think it might be impossible for an average civilian to return a tennis at all, though.
Yeah, at least in tennis, you have to get it. You can't just close your eyes and swing as hard as possible because it's just going to go to the moon. But at least in baseball,
also they'll just hit it down the line or they'll hit it on one of the corners and it'll just go past you because you've not moved. Like I think the moving component is going to immediately like screw over.
Give me Shohei Ohtani. He can throw some sliders in there. I think I can rock one.
I will never fold on this. I will never fold.
That's the thing I knew.
Fold. You can't.
I knew you wouldn't, because no baseball person will ever fold this.
Because I played both. I think it's because I played both, and like baseball is so, even like if you're it's just so much hard. The bat is so small, and you're using a wooden bat. Like it's so small. It's like tiny. You can like basically wrap your hand around it, and the ball is small. I mean, and so is the tennis ball, but the racket, at least, you got some, you've at least got like almost a square foot there. At least like maybe if I can make contact, it might land. I might sky it, and it might go over. Maybe it might go in.
You almost got a square foot there.
If Paul Skeens comes up, if I'm batting against Paul Skeens, I might piss myself, because I'm so scared that if this guy hits me, like I'm gonna whelp up like crazy, Yeah,
I mean, if it's Ohtani, like I know they're not going to hit me if I'm versing a professional pitcher.
They do it. It happens on accident. It happens all the time.
No, Ohtani won't hit me. He'll keep.
Ohtani.
I know where he's throwing it.
Well, okay, so you're saying that 60 foot, right, is how far you pitch from, right? 60 foot is what you said?
Yeah, 60 feet, 20 meters.
60 feet. 100 miles an hour.
18 meters.
Oh, okay. Tennis court is 78 feet, and it's 150 miles an hour. If it's like, let's say 140.
I think we need an all sports, esports LAN.
It is coming at you faster. A tennis ball is coming at you like more quickly relative to the distance it has to travel than a baseball is. Unless I do. It's not that. It's similar, but it's coming faster, and it bounces on the ground as well, which is like going to make it spin and skid depending on the surface.
Yeah, I played cricket. I think I've got baseball covered. I think this is
just a non-American versus American argument. It's I don't think there's any way I can convince you. There's absolutely no way you can convince me. I'll be honest. There's zero chance I'll ever.
But you agree there's harder sports
than baseball?
Yeah.
I don't think there's one individual harder thing than hitting a baseball consistently. But I think like. It's like saying
we need to take Garrett golfing. Dumb. We're gonna take him golfing. You're gonna change your mind real quick.
No, golfing as well. But there's it's like, I mean, this is such a nerd thing to say, but it's like saying which esport is harder. It's like
it's all.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Rocket League mechanically is the hardest game. I believe. I think it is straight up the hardest game. And like StarCraft 2 is about as difficult as Rocket League when you combine strategy and mechanics. It's slightly less mechanical, but harder strategically. But no other game I've played has felt like it could have anywhere near the depth mechanically as Rocket League does.
I mean, what a way to kick off Chalk 1, 2, 3 though. This is what I like about us. We can go anywhere. And if you guys tune into the most recent Patreon episode as well,
my days,
you'll really understand. You guys will really understand. That'll be coming out this week, hopefully when the show's live.
I'm gonna have to email Ohtani. I'm emailing him.
Yeah,
please do. Hey, we get Ohtani on for an episode.
I only need a loan of like probably $50 million for his.
Yeah, we can see what the Chalked account's got in at the moment, and
just tell him that your friends need convincing, and that they're not going to believe it unless it's him. I just simply don't believe it. Simply don't.
Yeah.
As for your League of Legends seems harder. It's not, bro. I took like a, multi-year break from League of Legends, came back, picked up a new champion, and I'm like just destroying everybody. It's an easy game. League of Legends is not hard. It's it's hard, but it's not as hard as Rocket League. Rocket League's way harder.
All right, well here's my argument about this. So if a game is mechanically harder, but you're able to like mechanically get good at the game, and if you get good enough, you'll just go pro, compared to a game where like it seems like you can get really good and never go pro. Does that make it harder to go pro in that game, or does it make it harder to go pro in the game where the actual mechanics are harder?
Yeah, it's definitely harder to go pro in League because the scene is so established, and because it's less mechanical, which means that the veterans can hang on for longer, making it harder for young, more mechanical players to break into the scene. And also, there's a lot more players playing, so you have more players to compete against. But I think Rocket League is harder for sure.
Yeah, because I'm with you. Because these league guys, you can still
it's easy.
You can go away for ages, come back, and you still like your game knowledge and everything. It's still at an elite level.
Yeah.
You don't need. Whereas if you stop playing, like you're just mechanically not gonna have it. Like you're not good enough.
Who's saying I'm bronze 2, bro? I wasn't bronze. I was Diamond 1. Then I quit because League was a toxic game. It still is, but now I don't really play seriously.
So if I'm standing there
league's
on
not
that
hard.
plate and Shohei Ohtani's just ripping that one, I just feel like I'm getting one on. Anyway,
I would put my life savings on it. I would put my.
How many like shots
pitches
does he get?
Yeah, how many do I get?
I would give you 50.
50 pitches, and
And you're not getting a hit like onto the field normally. I would put my life savings on it, and I am 100%
But I can't just
confident
bunt
you'll
it
never
forward.
get a
Good deal.
hit.
in
That's
50
a good
pitches.
deal for us.
If you could bunt every time you went up to the plate, you'd be in the major league. You'd be.
It gets
a
on
major league
base,
player.
yeah, and I'll be
If you could get on base, you'd
I'll be
up
moving too. 50 by a pro. Someone believe in me. 50 pitches. Oh,
Dude,
generally
can
put
we
my
run a
life savings on
poll?
500. Oh wow. This feels like the Beta Pro challenge, or the Musty versus someone with 100 1v1s, the Sunless 1v1. Okay, well, yeah, let's get the batting cages. Anyway, let's jump back into some rock. This has been absolutely
I loved that,
wild.
though.
What's
That
that?
was fun.
That was good. We need to expand. We need to expand on that with other baseball guests in the future.
Yeah, I think if you get anyone from NA, I think they'll all agree. But I think I literally said this yesterday to Johnny. I love arguments where there's no answer, because then you can just you just never stop. But
it's funny.
I will say on the batting cage as well, it's a lot easier because I've been in cricket, similar thing, cricket nets. You have the bowling machine. It's a lot easier to hit it when a person is pitching or bowling, because you can see the release point. Whereas if it's a machine or a cage, or the ball's just coming out of it, you know what I mean? The same, it looks a lot quicker because you can't actually see the release. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's hard. That's what's hard with baseball, is because if you're not already sitting fastball, if you're not already expecting fastball, you're never hitting a fastball. You've got to be sitting
you're
basically
already
in your mind there's a baseball, there's a fastball coming, and
it's a lot of prediction.
And then a lot of times the off speed pitches look like fastballs, and that's what gets you a lot of times.
500 plus pitches on a low tier MLB pitcher, man.
You know what you should do? You should go. You should download MLB The Show and play an online match against someone, and then just it's even hard to hit the baseball in the video game because it's so hard to read the pitches. I swear even the game's hard, and then in real life, it's
the
just
video game.
it is actually very annoying.
See, I think people are misunderstanding the concept here, though. We're not talking about pro level. What's harder at pro level, returning a serve or hitting a baseball? Because there's statistics for that. We don't need to discuss this. But we're talking about average people, and the fact that you don't have to move, you just stand there when you're swinging a baseball bat, immediately gives you a chance. Whereas a large part of the population have no chance, because they actually cannot take one step or two steps in the time frame of the ball traveling. So they're immediately unable to, it's physically impossible for them.
So I'm saying in baseball, I'm already in that pocket, baby. I'm there. I know it's somewhere here, right there.
It's somewhere in this area. So I mean, they've got they've got a.
This could be a whole lot. This could be an absolute whole lot. We've got to move on though. As we said, check out the Patreon if you guys want to see us go on some really random tangents.
Just put questions in the Discord. If all the questions are about this, that would be really. Garrett would love that at the end of the episode.
Garrett does enjoy us going off topic. But speaking of some rock, we did have a little bit of an update. Well, actually, just a general update as well to our tier list that we did with Reddles last week or a couple of weeks ago, because since that tier list, well, firstly, we did the tier list as well on the top teams in the world, where we currently, feel like they're going to be ranked going into 2026, where we see them. And goodness me, did we get some backlash? Goodness me, I never thought putting Carmine Corp in S tier would cause such a stir amongst the community. Some people thought we're absolutely crazy that Juicy coming in for Drali would mean they're going to be at a similar S tier level. Apparently they are A tier. And to tell you what, the Coupe de France that has currently been going on has not been helping our case too much. If you guys hadn't seen some of the results so far, I believe the LAN, correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny, but I think it's this weekend. Is that right? Got the LAN.
It's tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
top four.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow, if you're in Australia or Europe, it's actually in 2 days if you're in NA. Sorry, time zones. But yeah, it's in the 1st of November, I believe.
Couple of days' time. or maybe a day and a half from now. And we've had some
Saturday, probably easier.
Some online results, which actually Carmine Corp finished third out of the 6 teams that were competing. The big 3 being KC, Vitality, and Gentlemates, with the Danes in there as well, trying to cause some upsets, Tempo and Edgeby with Acro. But yeah, KC actually lost 3 times. They lost to Gentlemates twice, lost to Gentlemates twice, and lost to Vitality as well in a game 5. So not looking too hot, but the LAN
Vitality are the team in form because they lost to both KC and Gentlemates the first time they played them each, but then they beat them both the second time. Gentlemates are the team who won the most though. So yeah, they beat KC twice. Reverse swept them, then they beat them in a game 5 where they came back 2-1 down as well. So very impressive stuff from Gentlemates.
Gentlemates looking the best. Archie is on an absolute tear at the moment. I don't know if he's just figured out how to play rock again, but not as if he ever really fell off. But the form that he's in now, he's getting picked up, he's getting scouted by top teams. He kind of went from being around the 4-5 sort of teams, on the Oxygen days, things like that, to now just being an absolute lock in kind of the top 3. So well done to Archie.
Well, they came 6th place at Worlds, it's not the recent one, the one before, eliminating Vitality the previous run to that, and then this time they finished top 4. So looking very strong. They just keep getting consistent results. Archie's teams, keep getting consistent results. But yeah, I'm not really. In my head, I've not removed the power rankings based on the online quals because you just had to finish top 4 and you make the LAN. I think that's really the goal there. But how those teams are going to perform on LAN, which is on Saturday, it's going to be very interesting. KC play Vitality in the semis. Gentlemates play 2 Danes 1 Bruv, Edgeby Tempo Acro. Then there's just grand final after that. That's going to decide it all. How much is prize money? Is it 10K?
Yeah,
it's just a feature. It's a LAN part of Paris Games Week. It was flip and spin the past 2 years. Now it's Coupe de France. But who do we think's going to win? I'm going to still back KC. I think they're still going to get it done on LAN.
Vitality immediately started looking really good after we did the tier list.
They did.
They literally beat K-Corp the next day. I think I would still pick K-Corp. But I don't know if I'm...
Are they still S tier though?
Defending our tier list. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal of a tournament. But we were kind of going off of... I don't know. I don't think Juicy's look bad. I don't think Juicy's look bad. And really, I think if they only played each other one time, wouldn't they've been number 1? It was such a long tournament. Not to discredit the results. That's good that they played each other multiple times, but I think a few days in, K-Corp was number 1. I don't know. I don't want to give too much emphasis to one off-season tournament. I still back Vatira to be number 1 EU. It's just hard for me not to have them number 1.
It's hard to not put them all on the same sort of level at the moment, the way they're playing though. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. But that scares me. That scares me for I feel like EU is going to have 4 teams every single LAN that can win. To me, I think that's kind of scary.
Yeah, just pulling up our tier list from last week. If you guys missed it with the lovely Reddles. Yeah, look, it's I think they're kind of all in. Yeah, I would. I know, Johnny, you don't want to change it just yet, but I probably would put them with Vitality and Gentlemates if we're all, kind of all in the A tier at the moment.
KC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at that right now.
Yeah.
Just
they're
not clearly a tier above.
That's why we put them at the back of the S tier, because I think it's totally justifiable to do that. I back them though. I back them because they picked them up so confidently, and I just believe in their system that they've got, and yeah, until I see them lose on LAN, they lost a couple times to the NAS Oski duo last season in quals, Swiss stages and stuff like that. Then when it got to the big day, they would win. So I'm thinking that that's going to happen again, because this was just a group stage online qual round robin. You just have to finish top 4 in a group of 6. It's easy. So they're probably quite chill about that.
Yeah, they as you said, they could just win this weekend and then I
They
don't
might
know.
just dominate,
Oh,
and then we'll be
They
like,
could
"Yep,
just dominate.
here they are."
They could
Juicy's a
dominate.
great pickup. What a genius move by KC. But yeah, we'll see. The other thing we've got to consider is that KC still might actually be that good, and maybe the Zen and Exotic Stizzy team has upgraded to their level. I don't think that Vati Juiciato is going to be as good as a Drally edition, but they might be close. They might not be that far off of it. And then Zen Exotic Stizzy might have like taken a jump from when Monkeyman was on the roster. Archie Nasoski might have taken a jump than when Radosin was on the roster. It could be like they've gotten better. Because these three teams were miles ahead of the rest. They were miles ahead of 2 Danes, 1 Bruv. And Mitsu,
True.
Yujin, Radosin, who were also in this
They could
tournament.
all be
didn't
S
do
tier, is that what
anything.
you're saying?
They might be closer to S tier than than we think. Like instead of like KC coming down, it might just be like they're all on the Falcons and NRG level and going back and forth with them any given day.
The other big one that we did, I guess, or the most contentious point was GK being in top of B tier. A lot of people saying we are underrating GK. I just think you've got to put some people in B tier. Can we just put everyone in A tier? Because you drop a case, people want us to drop KC into A tier. You want to put GK up, then we've got 6 teams in A tier. But yeah,
they're at the top though. We put them at top of B for a reason.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they are just on the same level as the top teams in EU. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
If KC wins this event, then we're looking good. If not, then maybe we just need to lower them to top of A, and then I think.
Oh yeah, no. If they lose this, we can comfortably take them down to A.
Oh yeah, we can
Depending
do
on, like,
whatever we
Equus
want.
is.
This is our tier list, so
Yeah.
we can float around. I mean, the other results that I think I saw someone mention in chat was FIFAe, obviously Team England, Apjack, Joyo, and Archie. They had a couple
Terrible.
couple of
Embarrassing.
interesting results. What were the specific results of those? I saw on Reddit a couple of upsets coming through for Team England. Who'd they lose to?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, didn't lose to enough is my
Didn't lose to
immediate
enough.
reaction. Yeah, they need to. I'd be very happy if they lost more. But yeah, they went back and forth with Belgium in the group stage, and then
Really?
in the they beat Belgium once, lost to Belgium once, I believe, and then
Just one time.
they beat Netherlands, which is pretty. I mean, Netherlands, what are we doing? The Dutch, come on now, you got swept by England. Embarrassing.
What
we
are we doing?
need more from the Netherlands there.
As soon as I mention England, Johnny just goes into his patriotic mode of Scotland.
But luckily, Germany, not only have they got a history of farming England in football, they've beaten them in the FIFA equals as well. England lose 4-2 to Germany, Deutschland. Who's playing for Deutschland? Like Catalysm, Ox, and Raziers. Took down Apjack, Joyo, Archie 4-2.
Wow.
Before getting destroyed by France in the final.
Yeah, what's going on with England then? I mean, there's starting to be concerned. We know what happened last FIFA with interesting.
Yeah, it's good though. Like now we do know the full list of teams that are going to be participating. We don't know the roster for Saudi Arabia. That's the only one that's not yet been confirmed. Personally, I'm hoping that they do like a final tournament with TRK. The Twins and TRK just run it back one last time. That's I'd be biased for that. Although I'm sure they're going to be just fine if they go in IPO as well.
They're on cloud 9 after their recent victory as well. The Saudi Arabia
in the Asian Youth Games.
just won the 2025 Asian Youth Games with Naupo and the Twins. They beat Jordan and Oman in second and third by about 32 goals to 0. So
they did 32-2 Kazakhstan. They beat Kazakhstan 32-2. Then the next game, I don't know what they did differently, but they only won 5-1. Was it keyboard? Was it they just stopped scoring?
They're probably wow. This game just took 12 minutes. Let's
wrap it up.
Let's go home.
Yeah, they had a flight to catch or something like that. But yeah, that's
Yeah, regardless of where they go with Saudi Arabia, like the good thing for me is that FIFAe is in over a month. It's in December, so it's not for a while, and this does give me plenty time to source and purchase all 15 flags of the other nations who are playing other than England. That's my That's my next thing on the to-do list. I need 15 flights. I know I'm not the only person in Scotland doing this as well. We're not playing. We didn't qualify. I don't think we even had a team. So we can only hate watch England. Is what we're doing
I'm
over
so
here.
dumb. That's why you're talking bad about England. I was so confused. I was like, why? Never mind.
Yeah, at
My bad.
FIFAe last year, everybody was like, "Oh, here we go." I'd be on the desk like for a USA game, and everybody would be like, "Oh, you're probably here you go again. Hey, you're probably gonna be hate watching USA." I'm like, "I don't. USA can win. Lose. It doesn't matter to me. England are here. I like watching England. USA in like all these national tournaments, like I don't know the World Cup and that. They're cool. I like watching USA play. It's just England that we can't stand seeing England do well. England in football from Scotland's POV is like NA in Rocket League, but worse.
Okay, yeah, no, I did just pull an American moment because I was like, in my head, I was like, they're from the same island. Surely, like, there's some camaraderie there. But I just don't. I don't know.
Europe works, bro.
I don't know the lore. I
That's
don't
not
know
how
the lore.
It's not how Europe works.
They're from the same rock.
Do any neighboring countries or any neighboring nations in Europe like each other or like want to see each other win? I don't think so, right?
We don't mind New Zealand,
so.
but we don't like them at the same time. They're the little brother, like the little cousin. But we'll kind of support them. But then if we're playing each other, we're rivals. You know what I mean? But I feel like we like seeing them do well, but not better than us. He's like your little brother then, isn't it? Like you want to see him succeed, but not.
Like, do you want to see Canada succeed, Garrett? When you're at a national competition, Canada and USA are both competing. Do you want to see Canada do well against other teams?
I wouldn't mind. Yeah,
it's fine.
Like I wouldn't mind personally. But when it comes to college football, I don't want to see other states do well. So I guess that's kind of
that's
like
the similarity there. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like I don't want to see. Well, at the same time though, I do like if Georgia's not gonna win, I do want other teams from the SEC, the Southeastern Conference, to win, besides Alabama or Florida. So it's kind of different, I guess. But yeah, it's similar, I guess. Yeah. Like I'd much rather.
Oh, Scandinavia definitely hate their neighbors. Sorry.
Like I don't want to see Ohio State win a national championship. That's a no-go for me.
That's a no.
I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, Scandinavia. I think the Scandinavian countries all have rivalries with each other.
Do you reckon you don't like the different states because you're nearly like too close? Whereas, Canada or New Zealand, you're kind of like far enough detached that you kind of like, oh, they're okay. But because state versus state, it's like same country next door and stuff, then, do you know what I mean? Or like England, Scotland, like they're nearly too close. Then now they hate each other. Whereas if they were kind of like, close. If they were, a couple countries over.
Too many wars.
They're all right.
Too many oppressions, too.
There's a bit more history, I guess, than state versus state.
Too many Highland clearances, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's interesting, but yeah.
Too many of us sent to Australia as prisoners. I could go on.
They can come down here. Good people. Turns out the people that England thought were convicts actually not bad blokes. Like when you think about it, like to be honest, what's gone on since you guys decided to just send all the rot down to Australia? Turned out to be like some pretty decent humans, I'd say. Like most people,
all
like
the bread
Australians.
thieves.
Yeah, if you steal bread, they were like, you scum of the earth, get down. I want to send you so far away that it's basically hell. Turns out it's not bad down here, and turns out the people that you send are actually alright. Like we're all of our ancestors in Australia, a lot of them come from convicts like myself.
James,
my family stole bread.
British Empire hated you. You're probably a decent bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually what James Bot's saying there in the chat. With the British Empire hates you, you're probably decent. Is very true. But I think this is also, it goes to show how good Scotland's PR is, because Scotland was very much culpable for the British Empire and all the negatives that came with it. But we've just pretended that it was all England and that we were also the victims. We're like, oh yeah, oppression, yeah, that happened to us as well. Yeah, Britain, no, I haven't heard of it. Just Scotland. So Scotland might have the best PR out of any country. I feel the same as you, CJ. You think people tend to like Australians. When I tell people I'm from Scotland, the people are generally that's received well. People are like, oh, that's really cool. But I don't think the same can be said about the English. I reckon they just go everywhere, and people are like, "Oh, really? More of these guys? More of these guys? Are you serious?" You get bad rep in Europe, that's for sure.
That is true.
Yeah. I think we get good rep here in Australia. As people said, yeah, my family might have said, yeah, I'm not really a church guy. And then got thrown away. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it didn't take much back then. That's what I've learned. You know, you can just be a little hungry and see a loaf of bread and think, it's looking pretty good. Might be dinner tonight. And then you just, that's me. And then, yeah. So one thing leads to another back then. They were pretty strict. They were pretty strict. Not like today. But FIFAe, once again, we're getting on.
Yeah, so can you summarize some of the rosters? I've got a beer back 1 sec.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll summarize. Well, I don't know if we talked about it because it was a couple of weeks ago. We probably are. I don't know when exactly Captain the USA were fully locked in, but obviously you're sending the big boys over, so that's huge. What's kind of the vibes over in your part of the world? You know, now you're sending the world champs to FIFAe.
I mean, you know, I feel like there's nothing that needs to be proven, but a dub would be huge. For me,
what about just for country now? Like, you know, it's for USA. Surely that you still, or do you guys not care? What's going on? Because you didn't care last year.
It's a weird climate over here. You know what I mean? No, I mean, no, I want the US to win for sure. You know, 100%.
You know, why do you guys seem so patriotic, but then other times you're like, it's not really like, it's tournament. Like, we don't have to prove anything. It's whatever. USA. FIFA,
well, I mean, they just won Worlds, you know? I mean, they just won Worlds, like...
Yeah, but now it's for you, like, you're wearing...
Yeah,
you're wearing the badge,
yeah.
To quote the English.
It's
you know,
for the
you're
flag,
repping
it's
the badge.
for the eagle.
Right. I mean... I don't know. That's a good question. I'm
also, somebody's got to eliminate England. That could be you.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I think for me, it's leading into it. I don't feel that patriotic, but then I see the jerseys on, and I see them up there, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
You start feeling something.
Yeah, like, I need to be in the moment. You know, it's like if I see the United States versus England, I'm like, yeah, you got to win that. You know, like, then I get into it. But beforehand, I'm like, it sounds like a fun tournament. But then, you know, once it starts, I think I'll be more locked. You know, like, we can't see Chile take down the United States again. You know what I mean? Like, that you know, shout out to the team, though. I respect them for stepping up. But that should have been a dub. The Bull took us down. And I think that was
again. Yeah.
But once again, I don't blame Reddles and crew. I respect them for stepping up. I blame everyone else above them in the region, to be honest. It's their fault. But no, I mean I want to see a dub. I mean, obviously I want to see a win, but you know,
would it matter more than, like, where does FIFAe to you rank relative to a major?
I would say
a major is it?
I think it's cooler than a major. Yeah,
okay.
I think it's cooler than a major, but not cooler than Worlds. So I'm kind of coming down off Worlds. So it's, you know.
Oh, for sure. Worlds is on its own level. It's above everything right now.
That was an American win right there, and in France as well. Absolutely.
I can see
I'm glad they're playing.
You get in the. I can see you just get in the moment. You know what I mean? I'm with you. You don't really say too much before, but like when I've seen you, you know, I'm thinking of the Swiss Abyss back in the day when we're all kind of playing around each other. You know, you had the teams layered, staggered. The captain's scary. You know, when he's competing, nearly in the show match as well. It was starting to come out. He was trying to be like not too.
Intense.
Yeah, he's quite intense though, the captain, when he gets into it. Like when he was playing South America in Sweden, he was saying some abusive things to them. He was like, "Yeah,
what? Okay. That took a turn." What?
Yeah, that's what you want, you know, as Captain America. When you throw him in the fire and he responds, he elevates. You know, it's a spirit of competition. So I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction when you do see the boys, you know, the NRG boys repping US of A up there.
I'm not much of a build-up guy. At Worlds, like once we were in the playoffs and I was down there watching, I think you were there. I was like saying screw you because I saw that green tie before you went on the desk for the first time and I felt betrayed.
Yeah, you.
I saw that Falcons green tie he was wearing and I was actually a little upset. I was like, really? CJ's doing this to us.
Yeah, started undoing that, after probably game 2 of the grand final as well. That thing wasn't going too well for the Falcons. But no, FIFA, yes, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing USA there. As someone mentioned in chat, Team Australia, we got a great chance. We're sending a full RLCS roster. We got the boys in there. We got Wildcard. They're coming off a top 6 of Worlds. Everyone else is doing some mix-up scrims, apart from us, USA, Brazil. Who else? Is anyone else?
Is Brazil? Brazil's a little bit new because they are playing together now, but they
new roster.
still,
True.
Just picked up Swift.
So is it us, USA? Who else is sticking with the team? Or is the rest mix-up scrims?
France is going to be pretty good. Zen, Vatira, Juicy.
A mix-up scrims.
That's going to be
Sounds like mix-up scrims to me.
I think it's still going to be a pretty good team though. Like if you could just plug Zen into any roster, surely you're just going to be happy about it.
Where would you put Australia then, FIFAe, if you're gonna predict right now?
Good question.
I think they've got to be top 6.
Top 6. Well, it's going to be single limb, so there is no top 6. There's top 8 though.
5th to 8.
5th. Yeah, 5th to 8th.
They got to be top 5.
I think they'll beat Norway. Wazien, Japan, Brake. I think they'll beat Norway. USA, Brazil, can't pick them over that. Chile, same team as last time. That's not going to be easy for Australia. These guys, they show up. You saw the accidental renaissance when Chile eliminated USA, and all of the Spanish and Portuguese
just running
players
at each other like
crowded around Ray's Bull like he was a second coming of the Messiah. It was amazing to see. What do they call that? Is it in Brazil or Australia where they've got the big angel? What's that called? I'm really, really bad for not just knowing that off the top of my head. Reminded me of that. The giant statue.
Oh, like in Rio, like the Brazil.
Is it in Rio? Yeah. The big statue.
The Cross Redeemer
in Rio.
In the movies. What are we talking about?
No, see, that's Brazil, not Chile, but still South America.
Oh,
so Ray's Bull looked like a big angel to me in that moment.
He is an angel. He is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm excited though. I think the last year was a bit of a taster. And now USA sending the big dogs. Australia sending the big dog. Wait, what?
I'm just laughing that it's not the angel, it's Christ Redeemer, but I'm just calling it the big angel. so dumb.
I was going to ask.
Anyway.
Juicy has been playing more for France than Exotic has, right? Do we know about that? What is the situation with that? Are they? They're
still doing tryouts.
I saw that Juicy. I saw that Juicy was listed as a sub originally. Oh, they split it 50-50. So at the LAN, are they going to be able to can they just kind of put in whoever they want, match by match?
Someone's not. I like that. Someone's not feeling it. Step out, son. Step out.
I'm guessing it's a tryout kind of thing. I think their best chances are probably going to be if they just run with the one player. In my opinion,
they can only bring 3 players.
You can bring 4. Well, I guess
no. There was
there were subs.
I think there were subs because I think the US had 2 coaches last year. Wasn't Tournament there as well with Greg?
Oh, really?
Or something. They had a couple of people. Interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering who they're going to go with.
Both played 2 days each. Okay. Who do you guys think they should go with? What do you reckon is the best play style?
Yeah, I think they need to lock in a
fit?
roster because I like the idea of a sub, but I'm putting myself in their shoes. Cap, if you're playing and you have a rough game 1 and you just get the tap on the shoulder from the coach, just say.
I'm checked out. I'm checked out.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'd be like,
I don't know how they do it in League of Legends. They do it in League.
I don't know.
Just sub out and they're happy.
I would say don't put me back in.
Yeah.
You're taking me out, I'm out. I'm going to the hotel.
Oh, you're out for the tournament if you get subbed out once.
I think my ego would be so hurt that I just got subbed out that I would rather just not even come back in.
I don't think you would do that. I think if you agreed
for USA,
I think going in,
I know.
The knowledge that that's a thing that can happen and is talked about with the team.
Are you hate watching if you get subbed out? Cap, do you want you
low key? Yeah, low key. I'm hate watching. No, you're right. I would go back in, but I'd be like,
you'd be like,
you guys
put
miss me or what?
So they take you out for they put in Atomic.
Is it a good choice? You made a good choice?
You're just like, they lost game 2. Yeah, they lost game 2 as well. You're like, hey, coach, put me in for Daniel. I want to see something. Put me back in. I reckon we could do something here. Get a little bit more aggressive.
So if you get subbed out, say this is FIFA there, and picture your France. You're exotic. You're in game 1. You get the tap on the shoulder because you lose game 1. and then all of a sudden we're just like, Juicy, getting exotic, just come out for a sec. Are you just staring at the coach for game 2? And just like, and you hate watching it, and you're like, fucking lose. Just
your
lose.
arms crossed in the back. Like,
you're in the back, you're sitting on the benches at the back.
yeah.
Just staring.
No, it is different, I think, when you're repping the country, though. It is a little... I think if it was like the, a normal tournament where it's an org situation, I think I would be a lot more mad compared to, repping the country thing.
Yeah, but it's still like...
a little bit of a bruised ego, a little bit.
But the coach is going to be like one of your mates or like an RLCS coach, I know you're representing USA, but what if Greg gives you the tap on the shoulder, like, you're going to be annoyed because you're like, come, Greg, what are you doing, mate?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You'd be like, who are you?
Yeah, because like in your head, you're like, it's a bad match. Like, just give me one more chance, it's a warm-up.
But then at what point you're out of there. If you've got the opportunity or you have a sub there, at some point you've got to pull the trigger, What if you lose game 2 as well?
Yeah, of course. That's what that kind of complicates things, though. Like, I feel like they just need to lock in a start.
You think they should lock in Juicy?
3. Yeah, because then instead of focusing on like what you need to be doing, like, I don't know, that adds a whole nother element to it. I don't know. You bring in another player when things are going wrong. That might not be the issue. Unless I guess that person's literally just playing really bad.
Who did they draw with Poland? France drew with Poland once. Was it Exotic that's playing when they drew with Poland? I bet when that happened, he's like, oh no.
Was it? It was Poland, wasn't it? It was Virtuoso's playing for Poland.
Yeah, they drew with Poland. They went 1-1 with Poland, and I think it was Exotic playing that game. If it was day 1,
you getting the tap on the shoulder if you draw with
so
Poland.
Exotic, yeah, you got the Discord call. Like, yeah, they're just like, bro, we need you to get out the lobby.
Yeah,
it was Exotic.
Just hop out.
Yeah, so when that happened, he's probably just like.
So imagine you lose that one game and you're in the Discord call and you just hear "Ba-noom," like Juicy joins the call. Okay. I see what's going on here. I'm just gonna let's hop out for a second. Juicy is in. No, so that's interesting. I agree though. I think they should probably lock in a roster. It gets a little bit messy when you've got the subbing in and out or the unknown. Interesting. Yeah, so we're still getting some FIFA results coming through.
Wait, did you guys say who is Juicy the one you think fits stylistically? Was that our answer here?
Yeah. I'm off Exotic.
Juicy?
I'm off him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I'm just biased because I'm unsure about Exotic right now. But I still like the Zen Exotic duo, but I think right now I'm just gonna go Juicy.
Yep. I like it. But it needs to stop losing to Poland Exotic if he wants his spot. But yeah, a lot of pressure on that third as well. I don't love always putting pressure on that third man like it's their fault. But yeah, I'd say they need to lock in a roster. Saudi definitely still the favourites. For me, I don't know if you guys are just. Oh no, it's still USA.
A lot of people are saying USA because they're the same team.
But what's Beast Mode be doing? Is he doing renos? Is he making a guest house? Actually, no, he's doing.
We talked about it yesterday. He's been gaming. He's grinding.
No, Beast Mode has been gaming. He's got the most 2s games out of all 3 of them.
Yeah,
Daniel got rank 1 and 2s, and he stopped playing. So
the boys are looking good.
Play more.
The boys are looking good. Atomic needs to start playing more. Actually, we worked out that yesterday.
Yeah, he's got at least 2s games. Atomic needs to play more. More 2s.
Need to see you playing some more 2s. You've been lacking a little bit.
He's only 2K rating. I'm almost closer to Atomic than Atomic is to Daniel in 2s rank.
He's doing the right thing, and he's taking a break when there's an actual option.
Yeah, I think that's all right. We've all been taking breaks. Cut him some slack.
He's doing the right thing.
Actually, no, get on the game. I want to see USA do well. I want to see them in full flight come December. But yeah,
I just don't want to hear them talking. If they're talking in an interview like, didn't really. Because what was it? Was it Esports World Cup that Daniel gave the interview where he was like, yeah, we just did our first scrim. It went really well. I was like, what are you, first scrim? What is going on? What are we talking about first scrim? I don't know if he meant like first scrim in Saudi. Yeah, well, in Esports World Cup it didn't.
Well, no, but it was a long run up to Worlds. Was their long boot?
Yeah.
Listen, Archie's saying they don't scrim at all and they're getting top 4s. I mean,
well, he said they did scrim. They just couldn't win a game. So like, we should probably stop doing this. We're just losing every game.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like GK back then I feel like they had one good day where they didn't scrim at all, and then they were like, we should just never scrim. I don't know if that's always the answer, but it worked for Archie. But yeah, as you said, FIFA E teams are getting locked in. Well, they're locked in. Qualifiers are happening. We're seeing a few upsets here and there. Team England need to step up a little bit. Team Australia just dominating their little cohort, their little group they've got going on at the moment. But yeah, we'll keep an ear to the ground.
I'll tell you what, I like Malaysia. Malaysia is going to be fun to watch because we've got the best player in APAC, Sphinx.
We are Sphinx.
He's teaming. Yeah, we're big time. So Sphinx is playing, which is cool. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see who comes out there, who comes out on top.
Yeah, Australia went 32-0.
Yeah, they've been They've been cruising through their group. Thoughts on Morocco? Hadn't really thought about Morocco too much, but
I don't know anything about Skyrix.
No, I don't know either, to be honest.
I'm not familiar with him.
I mean, they're always going to be
in chat.
They're always going to be very competitive.
He's won a French LAN, so he's decent bubble.
Okay.
Maybe this will be his moment.
I don't think they're going to be like last time we had them in the S tier. We thought that Itachi version of the roster is going to do really, really well. I don't think they're like that anymore. Like they're not in the France, Saudi tier. France, Saudi, USA, I'm going to say is probably the top 3 this time.
Yeah. I was surprised Itachi didn't just say, you know what?
Keep gaming.
Let me play this tournament. Yeah, let me just play this one. But I guess he's really off. He's really off of it.
Yeah. When
he's done, he's done.
That Roadhog just ended in, didn't it? I mean, we spoke about getting on the hog and what the thought of the teammates when he's on it, and I was loving it for maybe a week, but that really spelled the end.
I did. I honestly loved it the whole time. I thought it was class.
I loved it for a week, I think, and then after that, I was with Garrett. I said, "This is starting to get tilting."
He went like 3-0 in the Swiss with it once, and then it was just the whole season. He's locked in on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I will emphasize, I loved it for a week. I thought it was the best thing ever.
There was some South Africa drama about this. Did you guys see this? About the South Africa team?
There was some selection drama.
Because I don't know what any of the backstory behind this, but the South Africa team is to die for Guns and Snowy. And then Sweaty tweeted about this because he was like, whoa, what's going on? Why didn't I get picked? Because he's, coming off the back of a season where he was on the top actual South African team. And he won a bunch of the off-season, like, cash cups or whatever they're called. The 1v1 cash cup looks really bad. Obviously, it's a different game mode, but it looks really bad because he's just 4-0ing everybody in this. He's 4-0ing all the guys who got picked for South Africa, and he's just bodying them in ones. Just 4-0 all the way to the win. So,
seems like it was just selected.
There, he's not happy about it.
There wasn't a tryout. There wasn't that kind of thing. I think it was just a manager chose the 3. Maybe playing favourites is what we might be seeing here. But yeah, feel bad for Sweaty. Clearly, on results individually deserves to be on it, but not on the team of 3 selected for South Africa. So
I would have liked to see the 4-man roster, like what France done for this team, because it would have made sense here. Because this is for South Africa, not an event where they're in any danger of winning. Let's be real, they're not going to win this. In fact, getting out of group would be one of the biggest upsets of all time. So for them, this is just experience, and I think South Africa as a nation and SSA as a region would have gained the most from like bringing a 4-man roster, playing a couple of team rotations, make it lighthearted. Let's just go out there, have some fun. I think if any nation's going to do that, it should be them, but they didn't. Now one of their best players is at home, not getting that LAN experience.
Disappointing. John, New Zealand, didn't put their best roster forward. There are a few good players there, so not everyone's choosing to play, but I think there's not. I don't think Caleb had too much to work with, so maybe he just thought, what's the point? Australia's going to just take that spot. But a few FIFAe rosters and results coming through. We'll keep you near to the ground.
Did you see one of the Oman players is called Lumber before we move on? His IGN is Lumber, like timber lumber. Yeah, so there better be a lot of puns there from the casting team on Lumber's games. I feel like there's just so much to give there.
There's a bit to work with. Yeah, he's giving you a fair bit.
Great in-game name already. I'm a fan.
Lumber's providing ammunition, and speaking of ammunition, So I think the OCE region has a bit of ammo against Epic, Blast, and Rocket League, because what on earth has happened here, ladies and gents? They've just slid in the rule book that OCE number 2 seed has evaporated. They have gone kaput.
Rip.
They have taken the head off the second OCE spot, and they are giving it to the winning region from the first studio event in December, the Copenhagen LAN, which will feature North America and Europe. So OCE 2, it's a dark day. It's a dark day.
First
for
time
OCE.
since season 3 that there's only going to be one OCE team at an RLCS LAN. First time since RLCS season 3, 2017.
And that was me. I was OCE 2 for many events. I was OCE 1 for a few as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I was OCE 2 for an equal amount of events. And now it's gone. So very very flat for OCE. I think that if Wildcard hadn't have done what they did at Worlds, I think there would have probably been less backlash. I think, the way that OCE wanted to in terms of results outside of Worlds, pretty much one of them's always going 0-3 for the last couple of years. And if one does well, the other one does really poorly. And clearly they need... Ideally, we would have just added, we've gone from 16 to 18 teams. If we add a spot, maybe we find one more spot. We give MENA another, we go a MENA 3 seed and we go to 18 teams. But it always comes down to money, doesn't it? It was a 1 in, 1 out. Right now we're kind of adding, but we're subtracting as well. And the 1 out was OCE. There was some, people saying, well, let's just get rid of SSA and stuff. But then it's like, well, if you're going to be a global esport, going from 2 to 1's better than going from 1 to 0. And if in that case, it probably is just OCE you have to lose a spot from. They want to have the excitement of the extra spot being earned in this first event. They want some excitement early on in the season. But it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the region.
If a team was going to lose a spot, if one spot had to go, and you've got 4 from NA, 4 from EU, 2 from MENA, 2 from SAM, 2 from OCE, 1 from APAC, 1 from SSA, one's got to go. Who do you take? Who loses the spot? If not OCE 2, which one?
People are going to say NA, but it's OCE for me.
It's OCE for you?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, NA4 hasn't had... What is the NA4 average higher than OCE 2? Surely, right? I would think so.
It will be last season, and it will probably be higher most of the time.
Yeah.
Because OCE 2's average is usually last. Because what OCE 2 means, it doesn't mean the second seeded team going into the event.
Worst performing.
It means the second performing, the worst performing team. NA4 means the worst performing NA team on average. Like, where does the last place NA team?
It'd be close. There's always one
usually
NA
1 and
team
3 or
that's
2
just
and 3.
dog water and goes 1 and 3, isn't there? I mean, even when we have the Hopium, there's still a 1 and 3 NA team. But no, it's still better than OCE for sure. They've had
OCE 3 is usually 0-3 in Swiss or 1 and 3 in Swiss, and then NA 4 is usually 1 and 3 in Swiss or 2 and 3 in Swiss. It's usually one of the others.
But then there's
NA4
also
is technically better.
There's also the factor of, we're looking at results, but we're also saying, APAC beat OCE. But then we've got this whole region. Now we're getting in the 2/3 region rule, so it's a bit different. You can't really weigh the results previously because obviously SSA had the foot takeover. APAC was taken over by Europe and North America as well. And OCE defended strong. Razier's come down. He's still looking in form. They defended hard.
We said Razier's didn't work.
They couldn't conquer. OCE could not be conquered. So you got to give some respect for the OCE were always sending 2 teams that were Oceanian through the entirety of the shebang. So,
I mean, I'm against taking away spots altogether, but I feel like I'm thinking about it as well as I think it'd be more damaging to take away from the second biggest region, just for the esport in general, even thinking outside of results than it is for OCE, but it still sucks. I wish they would just expand it to 20 teams.
Yeah, we should have gone
more,
up.
But I get it. It's a money issue. I get it.
So the reason why OCE was added as fast as it was way back in the start of season 3 was the performance aspect was purely speculative at the time. It's impossible to play online OCE versus anyone. So it was pure speculation how OCE was going to perform. Everybody thought they were going to come dead last. They actually won a series at season 3. So that was overperforming expectations. So it was never about performance adding OCE in the first place. It was because OCE's community was as passionate as it was running tournaments and like doing their own thing, building a scene. So that's probably the saddest aspect to this, is that OCE earned 2 spots way back based on expectation they're both going to come last. And then fast forward a few years, it's like, well, actually they did come last, so we're going to kick them. So like, it's a change of philosophy from when OCE was added. But yeah, that if they are going to take a spot, if they're like, we need to, like, one region's losing a spot, for sure they're on the chopping block. I think it's depending on who you ask, you're going to get NA4, OCE2, or maybe SSA from some people. I don't agree with that. So based on what CJ said earlier, I agree. You can't take away an only spot of a region.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not sad. It is sad. It's like not ideal. I think it would have been better to just upgrade to 18 teams.
But everything like so far the past couple of years have been giveth and taketh. You know, it's like we're adding, you know, like last season we added 1s, but then, you know, there's always things you lose, say like the Friday broadcast, you know, or we go from 3 splits to 2, like we're kind of like downsizing them so we can then add something. Or now we've got the Copenhagen LAN, we add a spot, but then it's like, well, we're not really adding a spot. We want to stay at 16, so we have to get rid of something. I wish it was like, you know what? We bottomed out. Now we're going well. Let's actually increase, because we're adding things in other areas. I think like the prize pool's going up, things like that. We're obviously
2v2 circuits
we're
happening.
smacking these cash cups. I tell you what, we're throwing some absolute coinage into that. I mean, would anyone
Absolutely
be
love
opposed to
Love
halving the amount of money getting spread around these cash cups and going to 18 teams? Would anyone be opposed? Would anyone be opposed to adding a couple more teams? Let's get an 18 team. Let's add MENA. Let's add this extra spot for this off-season LAN. Keep OCE2. God, it'd be exciting. Would we lose that much? Would we lose that many sign-ups by halving the amount of prize money we're putting into these cash cups? That's all I want to ask the jury.
A lot of people say 18, not possible. Can't divide 18 by 4, so it doesn't work.
There's formats, so you could do like a
there's decimal
play-in
point
each stage or something.
There's so many formats that make it work. It's easy. Like you give me 30 minutes, I'll give you options on formats you could run. Like it's not difficult.
You used to do buys for the top 4 teams or top 2 teams from, you know, there's so many ways you do it.
Play in 3 groups of 6 with like various tiebreakers that, you know, seed the third places into a top 8. It's easy. It's like the format's not an issue, so that's not the problem. The problem has got to be money, and you know, it is smart for a TO like Blast and like for a developer like Epic to decide where do we put the money, what's the most high value thing to put money into. And unfortunately for OCE2 this season, they decided, for better or for worse, that they don't think OCE2, investing in OCE2, bringing those teams to LAN is as worth it as other things that they're now spending money on. So it's up to the community's got to speak out loudly about the fact that they don't like that enough to change their mind on that issue, or OCE 1 has got to absolutely continue the performance they just had in Lyon. If that happens, then I wouldn't be surprised if I saw 18 teams. And OCE
they definitely bring it back. So what is? I might just be not paying attention, but what is happening for Major 2?
What do you mean?
Like for, you know, based on Copenhagen, NA or EU gets an extra spot
for the whole season.
Oh, it's the whole season. It's both majors. Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. I was wondering if they would
whole
like
season. And Worlds as well, I imagine,
to earn it back. Interesting. Wow, that's crazy.
Worlds as well, I guess. Which that's a separate conversation. Like the way that that's being done is going to be interesting. It's got potential for drama, shall we say? If all of the EU teams are doing really well, but then the one NA team wins the event.
Yeah, it doesn't really highlight the depth of a region. It just highlights who's the best team is.
Or vice versa, or all the NA teams are doing really well, and KC or Vitality or somebody just run through everybody, like happened in Season 7. Like NA was winning. The NA team in Season 7 of RLCS won every single group, and then Vitality swept the bracket. They beat everybody. So that could happen, and it doesn't show depth as well as, you know.
The average placement of NA4 was like 13th or something. So I don't. If NRG come out and win this
NA5,
Yeah, if NRG come out and win this event, we're not like, wow, we should bring NA5. I don't think anyone's saying
we
that.
should bring these
If the
guys.
world champs come out and win, they're like, NA5, let's bring them as well. So, no, we don't want them.
I would have liked
NA4.
the major one winner. Like if it was an EU team, I feel like they should have earned the spot back. And then there's 5 EU teams, or like if randomly Mina wins, then we get 3 Mina teams at the next.
You think
major.
it should be
That's
a bit
what I
more
would have liked.
Floaty.
Yeah, like you earn it every major. Like yeah, I think that would have been cool.
That's a bit too like I do understand them wanting to lock it in for a full season though, just have some consistency.
Does it change much though? Like because everyone's got to qualify again anyway. You know, like.
Well, it snowballs. It can snowball is the problem because like if you have 3 MENA teams at an event, MENA's more likely to win. Therefore, they're more likely to win the spot again. If EU's got 5 teams, EU's more likely to win. They're more likely to win the spot again. So it can just snowball. You win the spot once, your chances of winning it again significantly increase. Especially if you're EU, who have a good like EU5 will probably be a solid team. So EU having 5 would be. No, I think that's also a popular opinion. Like I don't think anybody's against seeing EU5 at an event. That'll be a team like Joria's Oli CRR, for example. Whereas what would NA5 be? I don't even know what it would be this year.
Cheese, Sosa, and
but then like let's say EU holds a spot for 2 years. Like once if NA wins a major again, it'd be so hype. I'd be like, oh my god, we just stole a spot from EU. Like that's huge, and it could happen at any major. Like I think that'd be cool. Whereas now like
a flexi spot, yeah,
we're locking it in the whole year, and it might be a team that like doesn't even change the lane.
Or it gives the opportunity for MENA. Falcons win, they get a spot because right now they're not there. You know, or Sam, Furia win.
Yeah.
One an event.
Falcons could, the Falcons could for sure win this event if they were there. And, maybe Furia with Swift are going to get their mojo back, be a contender.
That's the one that doesn't make sense.
MENA are probably the ones that are like the most sad. So they're just like, man, didn't even get a chance.
Because if they were
going
to add a spot, it'd be, MENA 3 is the spot that everyone wanted to see added. Like before everything happened, it was like OCE should lose a spot, MENA should get an extra spot, or, if we go to 18 teams, it should be MENA.
When people saw Rock were doing so well, I already thought, whoa, MENA need 3 spots. I mean, MENA literally just had 3 teams in the top 16 at Worlds on merit. They earned that. And EU did have 5, I think, as well. So both of those things happened. But yeah, if NA win this event, the kickoff LAN, it'll be really funny because NA5 will just pull up to every event and be so hated because everybody will just be like, you don't deserve to be here.
Yeah,
you're not better than a U5. They can't prove otherwise because a U5's not there for them to beat. So they're just going to be hated. There's nothing they can do.
We should have seen we should see a mini comp between EU 5-6 and NA 5-6 at the event. That's what I want to see. Let's see who's the best of the rest.
Yeah, bring them in.
And then the winner of that little 4-team comp then gets the 5th spot. I want to see. What do you want to see? Depth.
Yeah.
I want to see the best teams.
I was hoping they were going to just simply make it a whole day of 6 against 6, 5 against 5, 4 against 4, 3 against 3, 2 against 2, 1 against 1, and what do you know? If it's tied after all those matches have been played, if it's 3-3, both teams or both regions are allowed to send out one team
champion.
But it has to be a team who won their match. So whoever won the 1 seed match, they've basically eliminated. Like if let's say KC are the 1 seed, NRG are the 1 seed, and NRG beat KC, and they tie it 3-3. Oh my goodness, it's 3-3. There's an ace match. NRG can play again, and KC can't. So you get a new match for the best of 7. That's how I would have done it. And yeah, they didn't ask me.
Yeah,
so
no offense, Captain, but
if that one.
if North America win and I see NA5 at every LAN instead of OCE 2, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad
I know I'm the NA representative here, but I understand. I get. Yeah. That's why I was saying that, like, if MENA comes and rolls Major 1, I would like them to just get the spot for the 3rd team, and then I don't know. Let's say EU wins Major 2. EU has 5 teams at Worlds. I don't know. I think, or I guess 6 because of LCQ. But it's still cool though. It is decent. I didn't even know it's locked in for the whole season.
Yeah, playing for spots is a good concept. It worked really well in the Worlds, like playing for the World spots in the old format with Wildcard and stuff. The Wildcard like system, not Wildcard the team. The Wildcard system works super well with that. And, MENA, Sam winning spots, extra spots for their regions was really exciting in 22-23. So it's a great concept. Like, playing for a spot is going to get the scene so hyped. Like, that grand final, if it's NA versus EU, it's going to be crazy hype. But I do not like the format at all. I think, you know, it's not the worst. It's fair. It is fair. It's, you know, very clear what the goal is. But I think it would have been better if they just did like what I said earlier, just have all the seeds play against their alternates, the other regions, same seed. People are saying like, oh, well, what if like EU or NA wins the first 4 matches and it's just GG's, it's just over. I still think, even if you're down bad 4-0, if you're just like, you know, let's say EU's lost every single match and outcome like Shopify Rebellions play Vitality, EU's still going to be like, Vitality, please, please. We can't. And I know that NA would do the same thing. How do I know that? Because that's literally what happened when we did SMAD. Do you guys remember the SMAD event? That actually happened. NA was getting swept and they were so down bad. They'd already definitely lost, but they were still so desperate to not lose worse. And trying so hard till the bitter end. And that would be a great event. So I wish they did that.
That was tragic. That was a tragic.
Yeah, you were playing on what team again? I forgot.
I don't even remember.
I bet you do.
Oh,
I don't remember my team.
The other thing
that was out of my memory as soon as I left the lobby. I'm like, all right.
The other thing about this event, we did mention, Mateo said in chat, that the winner also gets that auto-qualified Major 1 spot as well. So the winning team is incentivized to play for their region, but if they're not incentivized enough, you can auto-qualify for Major 1, which is going to be interesting for that winning team then in the first split or the rest of the...
Well, there's no pressure.
Because they're already qualified. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, so that's, well, not necessarily, because NA 5 and 6 are in the event, right? They're going to be there. So the event's done. You might have been eliminated on points. You could be like, you know, 5. You literally could be 5th or 6th.
But now you're talking about your format.
The event.
Yeah.
And qualify. No. I'm talking about the one that they're going with.
Oh, like, for this Sunday then. Yeah, true.
Yeah, you would jump the queue, because in the Sunday event, let's say that in the Friday or Saturday, you've already been eliminated from your regions. This is basically Regional 3, right?
Yeah.
So
Champ Sunday.
Yeah, we'll know who the top 4 seeds are, who's going to LAN after the Saturday's done. But
no, this is
NA
Regional
5,
1.
EU 5 could do it.
No.
Wait, it's Regional 1?
Yeah, this is just the end of Regional 1. So you're still going to have the rest of that Regional 2 and 3, and the team's already qualified for the major after the first.
Oh, I thought you meant like the winner of the actual LAN, because if it was,
the winner of the LAN makes the major.
Outside of, like, if for example, like EU could be pretty stacked. Let's say Vitality are 5th in points, and then they win the kickoff like against NA and EU. Everybody, they just win that. Does that qualify them as a team for LAN? I guess if they're 5th, they would. But what if they're 6th? That would be better.
They won't have any. If they win the kickoff, they'll be 1st in points automatically because it's the first regional.
What is number 1? Oh yeah. I guess yes.
Yeah, because you have to win your EU regional.
Forgetting it's 1. Yeah.
And then win the NA versus EU match.
Yeah, and if you win that, you've
is that going to happen in all regionals or just that one?
Just the kickoff LAN. Yeah,
just that one.
So the kickoff LAN first regional winner. The kickoff LAN Sunday winner of the cross region or whatever it is will auto qual. So then regional 2 and 3, they're already qualified, but obviously they're still playing for world's points and stuff. But they're actually already qualified for the major. So it's gonna be interesting.
I think you can end 4th in the regional and play the battle against the other region. No, you have to win. But no, you have to win your. Am I misunderstanding the LAN? Like, you go to Copenhagen as an EU team, you're only playing EU teams.
On the regional, Friday, Saturday, right? I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so the only team playing the cross thing has to win that. Right? Okay. You have to win that to play the Sunday match.
Yeah, how's Sunday work? Is it just a 1v1 with the 2 regional winners, or is this...
I think Sunday's every team. I think they're all in a bracket or something.
Really?
Top 4. Okay, yeah.
I thought it was just the winners. Oh, okay.
And then it's just an 8-team single alien bracket, isn't it?
That's why I'm saying, like, it's an 8-team single elimination bracket. So what if one region wins 3 of the quarterfinals, the other region then goes on to win?
Well,
it's a long bracket.
Oh, it's a gauntlet style.
We have no idea what's going on up here. It's a gauntlet.
Okay, so 4 plays 3, then the winner of that plays 2, winner of that plays 1, and then you got the grand final. But you can still have the same thing where it's like, okay, all of one region's getting eliminated and they just have one team left, and then that team goes on and wins the whole thing. So the same problem exists where it doesn't really prove depth. It just proves which one team was better on the day, not which region was better. It's just a team. So it's going to be exciting. It's exciting that there is a LAN for a regional. I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited that the teams are playing for a region or for major spots again. But the execution could have been better. I think this can be improved upon for next time. in my opinion.
So the Sunday, one more time, sorry. The Sunday is 8 teams, right? It's 4 NA, 4 EU. Okay, got it.
NA3 will play EU4, EU3 will play NA4, and then the winners of those 2 games will play NA and EU2. Winner of those games will play NA and EU1, then the winners of those games will be in the final.
Interesting. I mean,
yeah. Look. We might need a week, lads, to wrap our heads around this bracket and then come back with
I did not know that.
We might need a week.
Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, no, we're all over it now. All over. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, the main draw point, or the point for me was that OCE unfortunately have lost their spot. But we are excited for Copenhagen. But I am very sad about OCE. Obviously, I'll be covering that still this season. But it's just going to be a little bit different. Wildcard. Or the number 1 rep. There's a lot more pressure on that team.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot more cutthroat and less exposure. But we'll see what that does to sign-ups to orgs and stuff. Obviously, sending 2 teams was huge for getting another team signed as well in OCE. So we'll see the ramifications.
The best thing OCE can do is like sandbag finals to Game 7 every time. Like make sure that the grand final always goes to Game 7, and then they actually play Game 7 to see who goes to LAN. And then the team that makes LAN does well. Because then they can argue, look how close the grand final was. And now the one team that won is doing really well in LAN. So clearly there's 2 teams that could have done that. So there's got to be like a match-fixing conglomerate if OCE really wants to make the best of this situation.
Close. I don't think that's going to happen. But it would be...
Yeah, for the record, that was a joke for when that does go to Game 7. And inevitably, now that
Johnny said they should all go. But yeah, for LCQ, that is the one thing I know. I saw Gibbs's video as well. That's like, well, now there's only one OCE team. The average placement will be higher. The second OCE team, or whoever was worst performing, always kind of tanked the OCE average for an LCQ spot. So if they can be a top 4 performing region, which is possible, if they can, jump it, if they keep doing what they did at Worlds.
Your one team, OCE 1, has to do better than the average of SAM 1 and SAM 2, which is doable. It's not a mission. This is like the silver lining: is OCE can on merit win a spot for their region or Worlds.
Yeah, so there's still a spot up for grabs.
Pretty cool.
They just have to take it. Is there any update on? Do we know anything about decals from Realize? No, we don't.
I haven't heard anything.
Which does bring us around to, we just got one little Patreon question from Head Change asked last week. How will the community feel about new esports decals for each major, similar to Counter-Strike does there with their stickers? New designs for each team, and it guarantees major attending teams get a decal. Helps the decals available stay relevant. And the winner of the major could even get gold or Champions Edition. Hey, I feel like we've been talking about this for years. It'd be fantastic, but do we have the facilities for that? Not sure, because it always comes down to time and stuff. It takes forever to get a decal in the game, and there's a lot of...
Sounds pretty good, though. I like it.
Yeah, it sounds great. I would love to see
the
Counter-Strike stuff. I mean, the sticker money is absolutely off its head for teams and orgs and stuff, and it'd be similar for Rocket League, I think, with people, the decal money always looked pretty good. I'm not sure if the orgs were happy with the deals they were getting on those with Epic, but
imagine if you could put a Zen bumper sticker on your...
Imagine slapping that bad boy on there. Just, I want to play like Zen.
It's easy though. They just give him a community title. Boom, Zen for free. Everybody just gets it. Yeah, they're not monetizing it. It's their missed opportunity.
Yeah. Maybe they need to hire us. I feel like we get that revenue just flowing.
Yeah, we
then
can do
get
that.
An extra OCE spot back. If you want us to make decals, we'll make decals. Bumper stickers, stuff like that. We got ideas galore, but it all comes down to having the facilities to implement these things. But as we said, we'll spend the week learning the bracket for Copenhagen. So we're all over it for our final show before Johnny heads to Japan. We'll try and get a guest for next week as well. We try to lock one in this week.
I am back before Copenhagen. We're gonna have an episode before Copenhagen happens.
Yeah. And we'll have predictions as well for Regional 1. Might just be me and the captain after the first open qual week when we get the main event. So we'll have NA and EU predictions.
Saw how that went last time.
We do
Might
need
be
Johnny
some-
for the most part, but we'll try and redeem ourselves. So shout out to the patrons as well. We're still getting the live eps. We'll make sure we're back on track this week. Couple of live eps.
You could just
Oh,
say,
bonus eps.
give me a call. I'll be in like pretty close to your time zone. So I'm
Oh
just,
yeah,
like,
you'll be chilling. It'd be
upstairs.
it'd be
Yeah,
like
I'm just
morning.
upstairs.
Maybe morning for you. You'd be an hour behind me or
Yeah.
something, an hour ahead of me. I don't know how it works. Something
Something like that. Yeah.
So you'll be chilling.
Yeah.
We'll get Johnny involved. But yeah, shout out to the patrons. We're still getting the live bonus eps coming out every single week. Predictions coming out for Regional 1, which is right around the corner. So we've got through the off season. We've had a little bit of sickness, but we're back on track. And yeah, we'll get another live app out next week. Let us know on the YouTubes or in the live stream as well who you guys would like to see as a guest, because we can still lock a guest in for next week and let them.
Pressure beast mode.
Yeah, pressure
streams.
beast. Actually, if you guys can
Less
pressure beast
pressure.
mode, yeah.
Yeah. Tell Beast Mode to stop building whatever it is he's building now and come on as a guest. We want
Yeah.
to talk to him.
We're trying to get him.
Ask about
He's a hard man to
his Twitch
reach.
games.
He's building guest
is.
houses. He's renovating. He's driving his new car around. He's just having fun being a world champ. But yeah, let us know who you guys want to see on the next step, and we will see you guys there. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. That was Chalkcast 123, and we love you all. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.